I must have been in California because I believe I saw The Lady Killers when it came out, so that's in '55, and I was living in a tract home in the middle of the San Fernando Valley, a place that's sort of bleached out and bland and flat, and without any of what seemed to me the most exotic cityscape I'd ever seen. I've this still in my head is this impression of the street ending in the Tower of St. Pancras Station back there, and I only realized recently that the first place I lodged when I came to London for the very first time was in a bed and breakfast just around the corner.
Mrs. Wilberforce?
Yes?
I understand you have rooms to let.
That's what's interesting is the lighting of it. It's not bright, not like a television comedy. It's dark, and it's in some ways oppressive. And there's always a character in the shadows. So there's this constant threat throughout the thing that something could go terribly wrong. And I think that's very important. It's the exact opposite of what Katie Johnson is doing. She's the little beam of light that floats through it all.
Now, look, Mrs. We haven't got much time.
Do we, sir? We don't need 5 Yes.
McKendrick uses the camera brilliantly because sometimes he'll set up a shot because all these characters are always interrelating. There's a scene where a lot of little old ladies, little friends of Katie Johnson's come in for tea. And we've now got in the entrance hall of this space, you've got, number one, 5 big men, and now about 4 or 5 little ladies. They're all tiny little bird creatures. They're all jabber, and Katie Johnson's trying to get them out of the room, into the other room, into the parlor. And there's always one stray animal. Oh, it's gone. And there's a great moment when you think she's got them all out, because all we can see in the frame is it's clear of the little old ladies, and then the camera shifts over, and there's one more still just had just been out of frame, talking.
Come here. Yes, we will have tea by and by. Now, Amelia, if you don't mind, they'll all come, I'm sure. Yes, I do assure.
You know, at the bottom of the garden, there's a most jolly little stream.
Didn't you hear me say, dear, we'll just go in the sitting room? Yes, if you don't mind, I'm sure they'll come.
It's breathtakingly funny. The key is the cast. The cast is so spectacular. You couldn't ask for a more disparate group of people, and yet they all, their sense of comedy and their sense of grounded characters is phenomenal. So no matter how jokey it gets, you never feel this is just goofy, silly stuff. It's based on real characters with real ideas, with real passions, real dreams, real frustrations, and real greed, ultimately.